Hi, I'm Cheryl. Today we're going to make this Celebrate birthday card. So let's get right into it and I'll tell you what you need. We need a piece of either Tangerine Tango, which is what I used on the back of this, or for the base of this card, or Flirty Flamingo, which is what I'm going to use on the card we're making today. And that's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored and folded at 4 1/4. And then we need 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock, and those are 5 by 3 3/4. We need our Tuxedo black Memento ink, Daffodil Delight, Tangerine Tango, and Flirty Flamingo. We'll need our Tombow glue. We always need our Tombow glue. We need some glitter glue. This is Irridescent Glitter glue, and let's see, it's made by a company called Scrappy Cat. I'm using a red marker. This is my Stampin Write Real Red. We need about 20 inches each of yellow and orange, either baker's twine, or this is a cotton, just a fine cotton yarn by Lion Brand Yarns. I've shown these before in videos, but these are little bonbons, they call them, and they come in a bag. Look, I got all these other colors too. And you get this quite a good deal. It was under $6 for these on Amazon, and so I got 8 of these bonbons, and they each have 28 yards on them. But that's the label that was on the packaging. So it's a good buy if you're going to use them. If you're not going to use them, well, save your $6 and get something you're going to use. We're using the Bombs Away stamp set, and this is on sale right now, and looks like they still have some left. So if you like funny birthday cards, these have some humorous phrases in them. On the inside of my Celebrate card, I have it stamped, "An occasion like this calls for a mediocre sheet cake from the grocery store." So I thought that was a little funny. So I like funny cards, but it's got all different funny sayings on it for birthdays. And then we're using the Happy Celebration stamp set. We're going to use the Celebrate stamp, and there's a little one up in the corner here. It says "Let's" right there. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so we're using that one, the Celebrate, and we're using I think it's the smaller triangle. Let me just quick look. Nope, it's the larger triangle. We're using the larger triangle. Okay, and I'm using my mini Misti today. I saw online they have it's actually on Amazon. I just love Amazon. 2 other companies have come out with some products very similar to this. Hampton Arts looks almost exactly like this from what I can see in the pictures on Amazon. And instead of, well, I paid $50 for mine. I saw that they have it now for $45, but the mini Misti. But they have the Hampton Arts one is a little bit bigger, and it was $30. Now, quite frankly, if they would have had that when I got this, I probably would have bought the Hampton Arts one. But I can't say if it's as wonderful as I've found the mini Misti to be, because I haven't tried it, but it looks the same to me. And then there's another one, it's We Are Memory Keepers makes it, and that is a little bit different than these, but along the same line, and that they had on Amazon for like around $28. But I'm using the mini Misti. If you didn't want to go that far or that much, well, maybe you'd like to try the Hampton Art ones for $30. But anyhow, I'm using this today because I want my Celebrate. I want to make sure that's good and dark and clear. So we'll start out doing that. I have my Celebrate stamp already in position. And the way you do that is you just put your paper down, put your little magnets in place, and I'm going to take another stamp because I already have my Celebrate where I want it. And you would just take your stamp and put it where you want it on the paper. Close your lid over, and that will pick up the stamp, which I'm not going to do because I have stamps on there already. And then it's all ready to stamp, and if you whoops on your first time around, you can stamp it again in exactly the same position. So that is a really big benefit to have. I've certainly used my Misti quite a bit, mostly for when I had to make a lot of the same cards, like for my daughter's baby shower and for Christmas. So let me get this more into my area. I'm still getting used to this new camera I have. So we'll ink up our stamp. Well, actually both of them. We have two on there. Looks like it might be time to re-ink my Memento stamp pad again. I used the daylights out of this thing. Okay, so here we go. And you just press that down in place just like you will with the block. Let the ink transfer. And then we'll take a look and see how good that came out. And it's not bad. It's not bad, but I can see, probably you can't see, but I can see a little bit of white. No, not even if I bring it up close, but I can see it, and it bugs me, so I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to ink up the Celebrate stamp this time because my Let's came out fine. Okay, there we go. This should do it. Alright, that's good now. So I'm going to take this out. Oop. Oh, and while I have my Memento out, I'm going to stamp the inside of the card also, because we'll be working on both the inside and the front of the card. I could use my Misti for this one also, but I'm feeling adventurous today. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, it's good. And now we need our triangle. We're going to be stamping that. I'm going to start with the Daffodil Delight. And we're just going to random stamp over top of it. And let's see, we'll do one there. Oh, maybe one more. What do you think? We'll do one more there. And then we need a couple on the inside one. Alright, now we'll switch to Flirty Flamingo. I'm going in order of the darkness of the colors. And I am going to wipe my stamp off in between, but just in case I don't clean it really well, there's less chance that I'm going to really totally mess up the next color I'm stamping in. Okay, so Flirty Flamingo. We'll do some of those. And we do some on the inside of the card here. Alright, that's good. Close that up and move on to our Tangerine Tango. Wipe that off. Did you like my lovely rag I'm using? It's getting really raggy looking. This is a microfiber cloth, and it's really gotten stained up. But I just love them. I love them for cleaning my stamps. Actually, I like them in the kitchen too. Just not that one. People would see that one in my kitchen and go, ooh. Alright, that looks good on there. And we'll put some of the Tangerine Tango here. Maybe one up there, huh? Oh, that didn't quite get stamped right. I'm going to line it up and see if I can't go. Okay, there we go. So, now we can attach this to the front of the card. So I'll bring in my piece of Flirty Flamingo. Oh, and snail, we need snail. No, we don't need snail. We're not using snail, we're using Tombow. You could use snail. And actually we are going to use, no, we're not going to use snail for this. If you don't want to, if you're not going to use yarn to wrap around your card, if you want to use ribbon, you might want to use some snail. But we're using yarn. Okay, so now I need my 2 pieces of 20 inches of yarn. Now you could stop right here actually if you wanted to. Well, you might want to put your piece on the inside. Okay, put that in position. We got like a 1/4 inch around each of this, on each side there. So, like I said, you could stop here if you want to, but I decided to kick it up some, and we're going to put the bow on here. And let's see. Oh, just trying to keep these even. So we'll put the bow on, and what I did, I just wrapped it around my card like so, and tied a little bow, and y'all know how to tie a bow, just like tying one in your shoes, on your shoelaces. And there's my bow. I want to make that a little smaller, and then I'm going to trim off the extra. Okay, so again, you could stop right here if you wanted to, but I'm going to go a little further. I told you I was feeling adventurous today, so I'm just going to add some little red dots. If If you don't have a Stampin' Write marker, I bet you've got a red Sharpie somewhere. So just put your little dots just randomly wherever on the outside of the card. Alright, maybe one in here. I'll put one in the center there. One over there too. And we're going to do some red dots on the inside also. So we just pick some little places, and it's better just to move fast and not think about this too much, because then if you think about it too much, then you start lining things up. And then they're not random looking anymore. One down there, I think, and maybe one over here. Okay. Now we could stop here, and that would be a really cool card. But I'm still going to keep going. And I'm going to take my glitter glue, and on each of these little red dots, on the outside only, I'm going to just put just a little dab of the glitter. Well, let's see. I want to make sure this comes out. This is coming out okay, and doesn't have a big pile of it come shooting out. Alright, there we go. I got it started. And we're just going to put a little dab on each of these red dots. I'm going to add just a little bit of sparkle to our card. You know, I'm not a very sparkly person. I've told you that so many times in these videos. But sometimes you just need a little sparkle. And one more. All right. Now you could sparkle the inside of your card too if you like, but then you'd have to wait until that dries to close it back up again. But there we go. Can you see the little sparkles? See, it just added just a little something extra to the card. And that's the card for today. So if you liked my card, then be sure to hit like. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a subscribe button down below there too. If you'd like to shop with me with the Stampin' Up! Products, you can do that either through my Facebook page or my website, and they're down there too. And as always, I have the list of materials that I used today. I'll have that listed below also. So, y'all take care, stay safe, celebrate a little, and happy stamping.